Hello everyone. This is Oni, and today for you, I have a review for Dadish 2. Um, Dadish 2 is created by indie creator Thomas K. Young and was released throughout 2021 uh, on PCs and then consoles and just like the first one, it kind of has a weird um, release schedule date. Um, but as usual, here's some random gameplay um, during the course of the review, and let's just jump into it, shall we? One day at the office, Dadish is trying to do work when suddenly he finds one of his kids at the building. They decided to come see him during Take Your Children Take Your Children to Work Day. The only thing is, that's not today. So it's time to find all the kids again, and this time make them all super grounded. As you adventure through the new lands of workdom, you are once again harassed by Lord Durnock, except it's totally 100% a different Durnock. He even gives his word that it is. I will say that the end of level blurbs of text weren't nearly as funny this time around as last time, so that was a little disappointing. Some had me snickering, but the last game actually had me laughing. The gameplay is all basically the same thing as the first one, but the level design is so much better this time around. There's a lot more traps you need to dodge in the levels. The platforming is more fine-tuned and difficult. It was such a step up. Just like the last game, throughout the levels there was a star you could gather during levels that didn't really do much in the end. But if you gathered them, you get the sense of accomplishment that you're getting everything done. I will say that my favorite level sets in the game were the ones that took place in space. I was so excited when I stepped into the rocket and blasted off. The zero gravity gave birth to such a different level design, even with the way the traps worked. I mean, you still walked across the ground when you weren't jumping, but you at least jumped higher. My other favorite levels were when you rode the giant sentient burglar. These levels were like an automatic running level, where it was your job to jump over the spikes and traps that were in your way. There weren't many at all, which is what kept these levels fresh and exciting, as opposed to just way overused. Once you beat the game, you unlock the ability to play as a chicken. Now, I did not enjoy this at all, because the controls sucked. You had to tap the buttons constantly as you moved, as opposed to just holding it. And you did sort of a hop while flapping your wings. Sure, you could literally fly through the levels, but it made the platforming that much harder. The last thing I want to touch on is the fact that the dev got rid of the open world map. Now it's literally just numbers on a boring background that sort of correlates to the world you're in. Why? The developer once again knows how to do fantastic little platformer. From better level design to tighter controls, I knew when I died it was my fault. Too bad the jokes didn't hit as well, and the world map is just gone. But I guess I can live with that. Wonder where Dadish will go next. And that's why I'm giving Dadish 2 an 8 out of 10. Now I hope you liked this review. It was a little harder to go into details as the game was literally the exact same as the first one, just with completely different levels. Um, I'll definitely, I think, link to that uh, down below in the description, so you can sort of read that if you want to. My Twitter link is also in the description down below if you'd like to keep up to date with everything I do. Um, the Node Gamers Discord channel is in the description down below. If you'd like to talk to me about this review, other reviews, or just games in general. The written review will also be in the description down below, which is where I pulled the work from. And that's about it. So I hope you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. And until next time, everybody, goodbye.